Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be talking about equations of circles. So you're going to need a pen and or pencil, calculator, and notes. All right, here's our first slide. You don't have to have this in your notes, okay, ladies and gentlemen? We're just going to make a little bit of a connection. Now, we have made lines before, and the general form for a line is y equals mx plus b. Example, beautiful line and a graph. We have also graphed parabolas before, and the general form of a parabola is ax squared plus bx plus c. And our parabola looks like so. Now today what we're going to be working with is the equation for a circle. So I need you to write all this down, okay? The circle has a center at HK. So that's going to be our point that's in the center of our circle and has a radius of r. Now our equation is going to be the value of x minus h squared plus the quantity y minus k squared equals r squared. Now h in our ordered pair world is going to represent the x, the k is going to represent the y in the ordered pair. All right, make sure you have it in your notes. Really important. Everything today from now on needs to go in your notes. Here's our first example. So you have to write these in your notes. Okay, we're going to write the equation of a circle with a center at 0, 9 and a radius of 4.2. So when we have our equation, our original equation is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Now we're going to plug in what we know. We know that our h equals, because this is h and this is k. H is 0, k equals negative 9, and my radius is 4.2. These are the three things I have to know in order to write my equation. So I'm going to plug them in here. So I have x minus 0 squared plus y minus a negative 9 squared equals 4.2 squared. Now I have to simplify. So when I'm simplifying this, x minus 0 is just x. So I'm going to have x squared plus y minus a negative here, ladies and gentlemen, turns into a plus 9 squared equals, and then I'm going to take 4.2 and square it, and I get 17.64. Now that's our answer. Okay, moving on to our next one. It says write the equation of a circle with the center at 0, 0. So here's my h, here's my k. So h equals 0, k equals 0, and I have a radius of 7. So I plug into my formula that I have up there. So I'm going to have x minus 0 squared plus y minus 0 squared equals 7 squared. Now there's really no need for my 0, so I'm just going to have x squared plus y squared equals, and 7 squared is 49. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our answer. So this is how we're going to be writing equations using words. Now, what if I give you a point negative 5, 6 on a circle with the center at negative 1, 3, and I want you to write my equation? What's really important here is our center is our h and our k. So I know my h is negative 1, and I know my k is 3. What I don't know is my radius. So what I need to do is I need to take my center point and I need to count all the way outside to the edge, and I have to go through a straight point. So here it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my radius is 5. Now once I have all this information, I can write my equation. Now remember, it's x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Plug in what I know. X minus a negative 1 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals 5 squared, right? Simplify. When I am simplifying this one, Here, minus a negative turns into a positive. So I'm going to have x plus 1 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals, and 5 squared is 25. And that is our answer. All right, moving on to our next example. Here we go. Now, what if we don't have a picture and I give it, and you're given this? So I give you a point, which is negative 1, 2, on the circle whose center is 2, 6. So here I have x and y and h and k. So I'm going to write all this out. X equals negative 1, y equals 2, h equals 2, and k equals 6. What I need to know that I don't know is my radius. From this, all of this, even though we don't have a picture and we don't have to draw a picture, we're going to use our original formula. Our original formula says x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Well, we know the x, the h, the y, and the k, so we can find the r because we only have one variable. We're going to plug in everything we know. So we know x is negative 1. So I have negative 1 minus my h, which is 2, squared, plus my y is 2. So I have 2 minus my k is 6, squared, equals r squared, because I don't know that. Now I'm going to simplify. Negative 1 minus 2, so I have negative 3 squared, plus negative 4 squared equals r squared. Now, when I square a negative, remember, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be positive. So I have 9 plus 16 equals r squared. So I have 25 equals r squared. To get rid of my squared, I'm going to take the square root. 5 equals my radius. Now, I know my radius now, but I still don't have my equation, so I still need to do that. So I'm going to go into standard form, which, remember, up here we have it, so I'm going to go x minus 2 squared plus y minus, my k is 6, squared equals 5 squared. To simplify this one, I have x minus 2 squared plus y minus 6 squared, and 5 squared is 25. So this is my answer, ladies and gentlemen. All right, moving on to our last example. So our last example, we need to make sure it's in our notes, please. All we're going to be doing is graphing this. Now, it is important to remember our general form, which is in already. We need our h and k, which is our center. So the center is hk. Now look at this. Negative, negative. We want to think about these as being opposites. So for this one, I'm going to use 4. My h is 4. My k, since it was a positive 2, is going to be a negative 2, because 2 negatives make a positive. So there's my center. Now the only other thing I have to know is my radius. And my radius, r squared, equals 36. So r squared equals 36. To solve this, take the square root, my r equals 6. Now that I know my radius and I know the center of my circle, I can graph it. I'm going to start with my center of a circle. So that's 4, negative 2. Over, right 4, down 2. There's my center. Once I have my center, all I have to do is go 6 out from there. So from here, I'm going to go up 6, put a point. I'm going to go to the right 6. I'm going to go down 6, and I'm going to go to the left 6. And now once you have all these points put in, you're just going to make the best circle that we possibly can. So I'm going to make it look like a circle as much as possible, curved, not too shabby. There we go. We have, oops, I made this one a little bit too far. Sorry, you guys. This point I went over 7 instead of 6. Looked a little funny. There we go. So it looks a little better. And then we have our circle. So we have to do it same amount of distance all the way around. Okay, that is all I have for you wonderful people today. Go out and enjoy the day, and I will be seeing you later. Bye.